I feel like it should be a big reveal, like, ta-da! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jojo Palacio, and on this channel we talk about all things beauty. Today we are doing this look right here. It is an olive green halo smoky fall inspired eye that's simple, obviously still simple, and I hope that you guys liked it. The big reveal wasn't for the eye, it was more for my hair. I lightened it up, so comment down below, tell me what you think. I love it. And I also got a Brazilian blowout that I am obsessed with. If you guys have gotten it done before, let's talk about it. Comment down below, fill the boxes up. If you have questions, let me know, because my mother-in-law did it and I can get the answers to those questions real quick. It was soup. I mean, I love it. I'm obsessed with that. I didn't realize my hair was this long. Like, look at that. Yeah, I'm obsessed. So, okay, let's get into this tutorial. I do want to encourage you guys to stop for a minute and hit the subscription button down below. We made it to 400 subscribers. Woo! I am so excited and I am so thankful. I am so grateful to you guys for your support and for your engagement. I just want to encourage you to continue to share my videos with your friends, with your family, because I want to get to 1,000 subscribers by 2021, and we are consistently and efficiently getting there thanks to you guys and your support. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am going to stop this mumbling. We did it, yay! Thank you guys so much, I'm so grateful. And with that being said, let's get into this tutorial. All right guys, so let's get started with eyes. We've got you zoomed in, you're here with me. We're gonna start off by using, I've already primed with the P.Louis eye base. I've already put on a little bit of that, spread it around with a nice concealer crease brush. And then today we're using this guy here. So this is something I'm literally pulling from the vault. This is the Jaclyn Hill X Morphy Vault Collection. It is their palette called Dark Magic, which I feel like is pretty appropriate. We are in the October, fall, Halloween time, so it's pretty appropriate. I feel like we did it. So we are going to start off by using this color right here, which is called Poof. I'm gonna apply Poof with a nice fluffy brush all over my lid. You guys know my jam. I like to make sure that I have something that is a nice even surface, easy to blend with. So I'm just gonna take that and just blend it in with a nice fluffy brush. This just really, number one, helps to set the concealer. Number two, helps to brighten up my lid. I like to start off with a pretty nice, bright, neutral lid. I don't wanna see any of my skin. I don't wanna see any veins, nothing like that. I want a blank canvas. So next we are going to use this color here that's called Shh, right there. And I'm taking that with my The Makeup Shack T59 brush. I love this brush. It's a nice fluffy, poofy brush to cover a lot of ground in a very short period of time. So we're gonna take that and build the color up on the brush first, like always. Get rid of any excess, and then we're gonna go into the crease area here. In the crease area, you wanna use nice light pressure, circular motions, whether it's inner or outer. I don't believe there's a difference. You just want to make sure that because we are going for a halo eye, you are focusing on getting the inner corner equally as the outer corner. All right, so once the color is pretty much everywhere at this point, we're gonna switch colors and brushes. So again, the darker we go or the more specific area you try to cover, the smaller the brush. And we're gonna take this Morphy M433 and the color Potion, which is a nice olivey green. Like, I love this green, it's so pretty. I literally just imagined a look with green and this nice pop of color in the center, and that's what I went for. So I'm gonna take this color Potion and we are just going to wiggle that all over the lid, making sure that we keep it a little lower in the crease this time. There's such pigment in this color. Not gonna lie, at first I was concerned that it wasn't gonna show through and that the crease shade was actually going to be darker than this, but nope. Lots of pigment, but unfortunately there's also lots of fallout, so keep that in mind. That's why I always start with my eyes. I got asked by a client the other day, do you always start with your eyes? And my answer is yes, I do. I need to know that I can wipe away any fallout regardless, because a lot of the times there's really good quality palettes, they just unfortunately have fallout. So I like to do this by tilting my head back and making sure that I am taking it from that crease area and then obviously inner and outer corner for the halo. And I always keep a nice clean blending brush nearby just to kind of make sure everything is blended and nicely transitioning. Nothing is harsh, nothing is out of whack. Okay, perfect. So obviously we're gonna stop for a minute. We're gonna go into the P.Louis base, and I'm gonna take that using a nice flat brush. What I like to do is just grab a tiny little bit on the brush itself and then warm it up on the back of my hand just a little bit so that I have a nice workable temperature to this. And so I'm gonna pat it down right in the center of the eyelid. Pat, pat, pat. I'm just making sure most of the product gets distributed. And then we're gonna look up to just kind of stamp how high that's gonna go. You don't have to do that, but I like to just because it's gonna happen. We're blinking, we're opening and closing our eyes throughout the day. I wanna make sure that I prepare for any type of movement from my lid. And then I'm gonna just whiten this just a little bit. Boom. Awesome. And then we are going to go into the center pop of color. This is a Mech and Mia shadow. I got this such a long time ago. M&M shadows. This is called White. You can find it at mechandmia.com. Mech is spelled MEECHNMIA.com. And I took that with an even smaller flat brush and we are going to pat that. It's a loose shadow. Beautiful as a highlight. I might even use it as a highlight, but we're gonna pat that right onto that P.Louis base. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is just take the brush that we used for that potion shadow and just kind of feather out the ends and the top of this. I need it really blown up here and I still see it super marked out, so I'm gonna just blend over that. So I'm gonna take my Stila liner in black and I'm going to wing out the other side, as well as take my Urban Decay pencil liner in 0 and do a tight line. Once I do that, I'm just gonna take my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara to get some nice coat on there, and then we're using a new pair of lashes today by Beauty Creation in the style called Hermosa. So let me just do that, guys, and I'll be back to do the complexion. Guys, I just did my foundation and realized that I was not filming. So thank God I didn't get any further. So what I did to prep my face before foundation was these guys right here. So this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer and then the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I love these two. So the Dr. Brandt goes in the center of the face and then I'll use the Hydro Grip primer everywhere else. It is the perfect combination for someone who is oily or trying to keep their makeup on all day just because, you know, mask, COVID, etc. And then for foundation, I put on this guy. This is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. I use it in the shade 240N. I love this foundation all over the face. It is so good for any type of client looking for a satin natural finish but yet still wants coverage. You don't want something super heavy feeling, but you want to be covered up. Like, that is an excellent foundation. I've used it on brides, I've used it for photography. It's really, really pretty. Like, obviously still gonna have a glowy luminous finish, so if you're oily you might not like that, but dry, normal, or combination, you can absolutely do that foundation. So now thank you, Lord. I am so glad that it like turned off on me now versus later and me realizing that I wasn't even filming. What is that? So we're gonna do my favorite bronzing combination, which is the Milk Makeup Foundation Stick in medium tan. And then I'm also going to apply some of the LA Girl Beautiful Bronze Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze as my contour. So I'm gonna take that actually and do it all together. I did that this weekend while I was away and I really liked it. This guy is going to like pop on me any second and I'm terrified, but I'm still using it, you know? So I'm just gonna put that right over, and I actually have enjoyed a tanner look. So I'm gonna use a little more of this one than normal. Don't feel like you have to use the same amount. I've just really been loving looking tan. So I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics angled brush. This is the #1 part of their marble collection, and I'm just gonna push that into the skin, both of those products into each other, and just work that in to really start to contour and carve. Okay, awesome. And then I also do apply concealer after the bronzing, so it'll even things out. Even if you are looking really dark at this point, I feel like that's probably why I'm heavy-handed with my bronzing, is because I go in with my concealer, and I personally see that I undo a lot of the work, so I like to just kind of reinforce it beforehand, but I like it. Okay, so for concealer, I'm using this Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade 10N. Absolute favorite of mine. Love this concealer. I like to apply cream concealers like this guy with a brush. So I have 2 brushes that I really like. One is by Real Techniques, the other one is by Sephora. They are very similar brushes. So this is a deluxe crease brush is what they have it labeled as, is under Real Techniques. However, the Sephora brush looks just like this, and it is made for airbrush concealing, which is how I got introduced to that type of brush in the first place. I fell in love with the Sephora brush, and I was looking for other brushes that were similar. So I'm gonna apply this all in the usual areas, except I'm buffing and kind of blending as I go. But really I'm just laying down the product where I want it. The one thing you wanna make sure you do with this Overachiever concealer is you work with a little bit at a time and really buff and blend. It's really good coverage, so you don't need to cake it on. It's gonna definitely crease if you cake it on, because it is a cream. It's not necessarily a liquid, but it is an excellent concealer. So I just like to make sure that I work with it very slowly, buffing it into the areas that I need it. The coverage is absolutely gonna be there. I just wanna make sure the blend is also there. So I do like to go back in and push it into the skin with the sponge after. That's just my preference. And then with whatever's left over on the brush, I will just take and kind of clean up under my contour sometimes. Awesome. So this is pretty concealed, but I want to highlight a little bit. And so to do that, I'm actually going to take a different concealer. I wish I had that same concealer in just like a lighter shade, but I do not. And so what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this Makeup Forever concealer. I'm actually going to put it on the back of my hand and work with it similarly to what I just did with the Huda. This is also a cream concealer. It's very full coverage. It's like 1 shade lighter than my Huda Beauty, but I want something a little more brightening, which is why I'm using this. And the more that I'm using this Makeup Forever concealer, the more I'm realizing that, yeah, I like it, but I like it with a brush better than just applying it with the applicator and blending it with the sponge. That doesn't work for that concealer. So what I'm gonna do next is set that real quick with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. Love me this Mineral Veil Primer, Mineral Veil Powder. I'm gonna take it with a brush, a tapered brush, and I'm gonna set that underneath there. Again, patting still. Patting motions are gonna be your best friend when you're layering products. So what is next? We're going to set or kind of dust off this Mineral Veil powder with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. This is also a really good powder. So I use it in the shade medium 2. Just to go over everything. The finish on this powder is really, really good. Someone else who has really good finishing powders is Hourglass. Their finishing powders are excellent. So we're just gonna brush this over everything. Again, this is just really to finish everything off. By that I mean, if something didn't set right, or if there's any type of creasing that's even thinking about happening, the finishing powder is just that last step to really blur everything out and finish it off. I love that. Yes, so let's take a minute and let's do the under eye area. We're gonna go back into our Morphy Jaclyn Hill Vault collection called Dark Magic, and I'm gonna take that same brush and the same shadow potion, and we're just gonna blow up the under eye area. Actually, let me go into something smaller. I was gonna use that, but we need to act right. What are we gonna use? Let's use this guy. So this is part of the Marbled collection, the BH Cosmetics. A nice fine brush, and we're just gonna take potion and blow it up underneath here. Pretty much the only color that I'm gonna put down there. I have a olive green liner that's like a gold iridescent one that I want to put in there. I just want to try this because you guys know I don't do anything dark in my waterline, but I want to try this. So this guy is a Lancome eyeliner in the shade Macadam. And I'm going to apply some mascara to the lower lash line. Alright guys, and then I'm actually going to go into my highlighting palette that I'm using today to do that highlight up here. I'm going to take this Tarte Skin Twinkle Volume 2 palette and the Skylight, and we're just going to apply that right here. And then I'm actually using this instead of that other color, this instead of that, for highlight. Awesome, and then we're gonna go into blush. So for blush, we're gonna use this guy here. This is the Benefit Gold Brush Blush. Love, this is a favorite of mine. It smells heavenly, but it is also very, very pretty. Awesome, so you guys, I am literally done. Let me just set lips and do hair, and I'll be back for an outro. Alright guys, so this is the finished look for today. I love it. It is absolutely fall, smoky, green, halo, but easy eye, and then obviously nude lips. I know that I said I was going to do more vampy looks for fall, but I just can't, like, I'm going to be very real with you guys this moment. We are wearing masks everywhere, intermittently, okay? It's so difficult to not get lipstick all over your face when you're constantly putting on and off a mask. A nude lip is just easy to take off. It's just easy to put on. I don't have to worry about carrying a liner with me. I might not need it. This is the Hank & Henry lip in Lust, and then I topped it off with the Marc Jacobs Enamored Lip Lacquer in Sugar Sugar. I absolutely love this combo. I've been using it non-stop. I've been getting compliments on it since I've been using it non-stop. So I just feel like this is the fall vibes. Like all I'm missing is my little hat, a scarf, and you know, like a pumpkin spice latte or something, you know? So this is absolutely the look. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday of every single week. And you can also look me up on Instagram and follow me there as well. It's Jojo_Palacio, where we talk about all things beauty, go behind the scenes. You guys get to be a little more interactive with me, and we talk about life, business, traveling, all kinds of stuff. So look me up on Instagram if you can, and that's it. Love you guys, bless you guys, and I will see you guys next time.